We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
Hi, I'm Jono.
I'm Pavo.
We're Above and Beyond, and we're recording the Global Gathering podcast with this iguana.
Well, we've played Global Gathering 3 times now, I think, and by far the greatest memory would be a couple of years ago when we did Alone Tonight Live with Beaky, and yeah, the whole crowd was singing, and hopefully we'll be able to do something like that again.
I'd say it's a festival of tens of thousands of people. I'm not sure exactly quite how many turn up, but it's got to be over 50,000 people. There's a great atmosphere, great music. All the best guys in dance play at Global Gathering. And yeah, get involved, come down, and it's just great to experience the music with everyone else there. I think the thing is with Global is often we've been DJing somewhere else the night before and we've had somewhere to go on to the next day, so we've not had much time to actually really soak up the rest of the festival. It's been a case of fly in, do the gig and then fly to our next gig, so unfortunately not. I think it's very simple actually. It's great people, great music and great venue with a great sound system. It's as simple as that. If you get that, then you've got a great atmosphere.
Little bit lost and
I'm most looking forward to testing out some of the new Ocean Lab tracks actually, because Global Gathering is such a huge festival, and the real acid test of any good track is when you play to a crowd full of people who haven't heard before and see what happens, and that's what we're going to do.
a little bit lonely.
The shelf life of records. I think what's come from the internet is that music has become really global, but what it's also done is that these days a record that you only hear for the first time a couple of weeks ago is getting old so damn quickly that if I could change one thing, I'd like records to remain extremely popular for a very long time when they're very good.
I think my worst job was probably working in a supermarket when I was a kid. And the great thing about it was that I had my car parked down the end of the car park, and I was able to go and listen to stuff like Judge Jules and Pete Tong on Radio 1 on a Friday night. And yeah, I got into dance music partly through that.
A little bit cold here.
I do remember our first ever gig. we actually flew to Japan, which was interesting enough in itself because Japan's such a crazy culture, so different from Western culture. We did the gig with Ferry Corsten and Tiesto, and it was 8,000 people, organised by Avex Records in Japan, and it was quite a nerve-wracking experience.
A little bit of fear.
The cleanliness of our house is like the world, it's ever changing. We've got a 2-year-old, a very energetic 2-year-old at home, and she sort of rearranges the house every 15 minutes, so it depends at what point of the day you come and check it out.
But I hold on and I feel
I think in this job, the thing I couldn't live without is actually people, friends and family really. You know, travelling as a DJ can be quite lonely really, and it's great to come back to a good set of friends and loving family.
Well, I definitely could not live without people. I think I'm a really lucky person to have such an awesome wife, beautiful kid, and great friends like Jono.
strong and I know that I can.
I'm not really into sort of things and possessions as such. For me, the most coolest thing is my little daughter Aina.
Getting used to it.
I think I really admire Darren Brown. I think he's a great magician, mind control expert, and I think he's a great performer. I went to see him live in the West End of London about a week ago, and I really enjoy magic and mind reading, that kind of stuff, and I think he's fantastic.
Well, the living person I most admire has to be Dalai Lama. I think there is a man who always says the right things. He just recently said that the last century was a century of violence and bloodshed. Let's make this century a century of discussion.
Let the fuse to it. Like to know who I am.
I think I'd probably go to the 70s and go and see a band like Chic playing at Studio 54 or something like that, and wear silly clothes and lap up the 70s. Yeah.
Been talking to myself forever.
I'm not actually that into possessions anyway, so my most treasured possession would have to be my passport because, well, without that I couldn't be here.
I think my most treasured possessions, I couldn't pick one, but it's probably my piano and also the analog synths I bought when I was at university, just because they're just irreplaceable.
Yeah. And how I wish I knew me.
My favourite word is irreplaceable because I wondered if that was actually a word and it wasn't unreplaceable, but it is irreplaceable, so now that is my favourite word.
Better, yeah. Still sitting on the shelf.
My guiltiest pleasure, well, the one I feel probably the most guilty about is actually doing all this traveling. I really do think that we got to do something to sort out this planet, stop destroying it, and then yeah, we do way too much flying.
Never seen the sunshine brighter. And it
I don't hate anything right now. How could I?
feels like me on a good day.
When I first got my iPod, I used to listen to the Ricky Gervais podcast quite a bit. These days, I must admit, I'm not on top of podcasts. I tend to listen to music more on the iPod.
The important lesson that life's taught me is definitely that it's all your own creation and that happiness is a decision. Well, next for us in 2008 is going to be releasing the Ocean Lab album. Now it's finally done and dusted. Took only, I don't know, over 2 years or something. And so yeah, we'll be releasing the Ocean Lab later this year, and we'll also be doing Above and Beyond club mix of all the tracks. So that's what's in store. Lots of Ocean Lab tracks and Above and Beyond remixes. Actually, one of the things that we're doing for the first time this year will be a bus tour of America.
We're kind of bored of the whole flying, checking in, taking your belt off for security, taking your laptop out, all that kind of stuff. We're just going to get on a bus and drive around America and do the gigs that way. Pack your wellies just in case. I brought mine last year and I think they were selling them at premium prices, so do buy them before you go.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Prepare for the worst, and then it's not going to be so bad, i.e. the weather.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.